starts
about now. I've got live on YouTube, and I've got live on Twitch. Looks like it. Yep. All right. Alrighty then. Oh yeah. I'm gonna dox some of Crash's users on his Discord tonight. All right. I'll be right back.
Yep.
I feel like okay. I was gonna mess with my camera settings, but I feel like maybe not a good idea.
That sounds like a really good way to get everything to crash again.
Yeah, sure does. Sure does, buddy. All right, cool. Please don't crash. Okay, there's that. But that's the only thing is, oh well, that's fine. Oh, I guess that's right. I guess I probably don't want to do this anyways, because I was gonna look at some of the leaked videos that were posted in Crash's Battlefield channel. Yeah, I don't know if you checked any of those out.
I think so, probably at the time.
Right. Yeah. I looked at them. I think well after they were posted. I didn't even know they were posted. Oh, are you serious? This isn't gonna work now. Wait, didn't I get this to work? I got this to work. All right, well, whatever. My lighting's just gonna suck. Who cares? I can't get my damn ring light thing to go on.
Yeah, it looks fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I know what I need to do. That's right. I remember my workaround. I've got, yeah, so the key light works. I think I went over this with you a little bit. Yeah. I've got another my old Wi-Fi router just sitting around just to get my key light to work.
Oh, yeah. Shit's so fucking stupid.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I bought a new router, and I think because it's got newer Wi-Fi technology, for some reason the key light thing just like, yeah, no, I can't see that shit. So, I don't know, whatever. It's decent enough workaround. All right. Yeah. So like I said, I wanted to watch some of those VODs, talk about those, and then talk about the couple of things that we got there in the old Twitter messages.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, I'll hit record here in a minute. All right, I'm gonna hit record.
Yep.
Greetings, programs! Video Game Warriors escaping Game Grid.
Greetings, programs, indeed. Are you a roller coaster guy? You ever done roller coasters?
Yeah, I have. I'm not about them.
No, you're not about them, but you've been on them before.
Yeah, I start looking at hardware and shit, and my mechanic brain is like, when was the last time that was fucking torqued? And then
Yeah.
it's game over.
That's understandable. Yeah, I just thought about it because I did the Tron open there, and we were at Disney World a few weeks ago, and they've got that ride called the Tron Light Cycle thing. It's pretty dope, actually. You the fucking cars, you get into this thing that it's like styled like a motorcycle. Your legs kind of get buckled in, and then this thing comes down and like on your back and kind of pushes you down, and the handlebars are in front of you. You like pull them back, and it locks you in place and all that stuff. I mean, it's pretty cool. And me and my son, my 7-year-old son, he was tall enough to go on the ride, so it was cool. But we ended up on the very front of it, and it gets you out there and it sets you up, and you go 0 to 60 in like 2.5 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great. I loved it. I think my poor kid was a little terrified, but he actually wasn't. He didn't like cry or anything when we got off the ride, but he was just like, "Dad, I cannot believe we just did that." It was pretty hilarious. Anyway, what's up, everybody? It's episode 115 of the Objective of Battlefield podcast. How the hell is everyone doing out there? I am, of course, your host, as always, Dubfire33. Joining us, as always, your boy, OSB, Only Slightly Bad. How you doing?
Good. You?
Good. Yeah, doing all right. yeah, was on vacation there for a little while, which was pretty nice. It was a great vacation actually down in Disney World. We did not all the parks. So there's like technically 4 parks now. It's Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. We didn't do Animal Kingdom, but we did the other 3. And went on some cool rides and had a good time. So yeah, doing good. Yeah, and we're doing this podcast tonight because what are you going to be gone for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm going on a North Atlantic cruise. So we start in the UK, we'll hit Belgium, the Netherlands, a couple of stops in Norway, a couple of stops in Iceland.
oh,
Should be a cool trip.
dude, yeah, man, nice. Okay, yeah, so like a North European Atlantic cruise, man. Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot more sense because I was thinking to myself when you said like when you DM'd me about it and a North Atlantic, I was like, what are you just gonna check out Greenland and Iceland or something for like a week or whatever? But yeah, so but you're gonna be doing like all right up in the the NATO countries, if you will. Yeah, so dude, nice, man, that's fun. So yeah, and you're leaving tomorrow, right?
Yes. Yeah, my flight leaves here at 7:00 tomorrow night.
Oh, okay. When's the last time you've been to Europe?
Over a decade ago.
Oh,
It's been
has
a
it
long
really?
time.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the fucking jet lag is gonna like really kick your ass this time,
it's gonna
dude.
fuck my ass. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. It's rough. I tell you, oh man, if you ever fly to Japan, you go that way. It's man, you're on a plane for like 12 hours.
Ever.
Yeah, and then you get there. And it's it's like the very next day, and it's like 3:00 in the afternoon, but your body's like, but it's like 1:00 in the morning, and I should be in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You know what I mean. Yeah. So yeah, that's cool, man. Well, shoot, dude, that'll be a lot of fun. Can't wait to hear about that when you get back.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah. So we're back with another episode. Here to talk about the new game, a lot of new information, a whole lot of stuff got leaked. I guess I got a little out of the loop for a little while. I think it was when I was on vacation or like a few days into my vacation. I grabbed my phone and just started checking the Twitter, and I saw Enders tweeted something along the lines of, so basically the entire game has been leaked or something, something along those lines. And yeah, apparently a lot more stuff had been leaked. A lot of it looked like a lot more data mining information, some more videos, which we're gonna check out a little bit of, and just kind of look at a few more of the videos that were leaked, and then we're checking the old Twitter messages, our trusty way of keeping each other abreast of the Battlefield news. And actually there's a couple of good little blurbs to get into here for sure. So but before we do that, just a little housekeeping, a little announcement kind of stuff. I haven't mentioned it to you yet, because I've been DMing with our boy young Devin. See you later, boy. So the end of an era, unfortunately. One of our original benefactors, if you will, one of our original real one supporters on the Patreon. Unfortunately, he has to cancel his Patreon account, and because the young man is growing up and becoming a responsible young man and buying a house. So those of you who have known about the Patreon, and I've told you about the Patreon before, why don't you go check it out? Because if you want to feel like a complete idiot like Devin did and send us $10 or $20 a month, I think. Send us $20 a month to listen to this dog shit program. That spot is open. That spot is now available. It was like a one spot kind of thing. But of course, Devin, it's giving you a hard time. Young Devin there was one of the first kind of people who really got into the podcast with us, and I don't even know I don't know if you recall. I don't even recall why he felt like he felt like so good about the podcast, or why he liked it so much. And I think he did dig the podcast. He was a Battlefield guy, if I recall, but I think it was something along the lines of just like, I think I remember him saying something along the lines of he loved the idea of my old ass like streaming and talking about a video game. My boomer ass, because at the time, I mean, I'm not even sure if he may have like just turned 30, because he was only like 25 or something like when we started this podcast. So he just loved the idea of this old dying boomer on Twitch and doing a podcast and talking about the video game, and of course he was a really cool guy, and so and he played Battlefield, so he just kind of got along, and he felt like when I started the Patreon, he was like, hell yeah, man, it's like I'm definitely supporting this, and then he decided to support us with like $20 a month, and he was sending us $20 a month for quite a long time. So young Devin, see you later, boy. Thank you very much for all that support you gave us for all those years, man. And it's totally fine that of course you gotta try to buckle down and save some cash now because you're buying yourself a house. So that's awesome, dude. So that being said, if you're new to the podcast, or if you're not new to the podcast, go check out the Patreon. It's a great way to support the podcast. There are now officially 4 levels open. If you want to be a complete idiot and you want to send us $20 a month to help us out for this podcast, you can claim the General of the Objective tier. It's although I don't, once he vacates it, I assume it should just kind of become available anyway. Patreon's a little weird like that, but in any case, if you want to support us, there are 3 other options there that you can support us at, and any of the levels that you decide to support us at, if you do in fact join the Patreon to help us out, the benefit of membership to the Patreon is that you will get early access to all of our episodes, the once a month that we're doing them now, unfortunately, but that's going to pick up if you're a longtime listener, that as things ramp up, we'll be doing more episodes, but you will get early access to the episodes and completely free of advertising. F's in the chat for Devin. And ad-free episodes. So early access and completely free of ads. So that's one benefit you'll get from joining the Patreon. And of course, if OSB and myself decide to do any kind of bonus content, which there will be some of that in the future for sure, as we get closer to more news about the game and more details, we'll definitely try to do some like bonus content that will be only accessible, to Patreon members. So check it out. Patreon.com/playtheobjective. That's patreon.com/playtheobjective. So go ahead and check it out. And don't forget to follow us on YouTube and on Twitch, twitch.tv/dubfire33. Check out my Twitch page and smash the like button, and find us on YouTube. Just search for the Objective of Battlefield podcast, and like and subscribe to the videos there. And so that's about it. Any housekeeping stuff for you there, bud?
No, I'm basically at 35,000 feet right now. I'm on the way to Europe.
Hell yeah, you are, dude. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun ass trip. Oh, dude, and oh man, I envy you so much, man. What are you, like 32 now or something? 31?
Yep.
32. Yeah, gosh, you get the girlfriend going with you. I take it.
Yep.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. 32 years old. Fucking, you're just going to be drinking, throwing back the drinks on the plane. Hell yeah, man. Going on vacation. Awesome, dude. All right, so let's get into a little bit here. So we'll start by looking at some of the videos. I've kind of perused these a little bit on Crash's Discord, and are you in Crash's Discord looking at any of those or no?
Yes.
Okay, I'm looking at where, like, I think it's April 27th, 2025 is like where the first kind of newest one's posted.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know. We don't have to look at too many of these or anything. Some of them are interesting because some of them show some, show some vehicles that we hadn't seen before. One of them shows the main battle tank. Like, I'm going to check out the one right now that's got the tank. right there at the beginning of it. Whoa, that's loud. Let's turn that down. Yeah, so it's just showing we're looking at guy firing a rocket at a helicopter, and it's RPG to helicopter and all that good stuff. I get the feeling some of this footage is from console too. Something about the frame rate looks like console frame rate to me,
That would be impossible because Battlefield Labs is only on PC.
Oh,
It's just a dog shit PC.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that would
Homie's
make
out
sense.
here running a 1600X and a 970 or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay, there's not really I guess there isn't a whole lot of stuff to check out here. There's actually pretty short videos too. Not seeing, I mean, I don't know, it doesn't look a whole lot different from the play testing stuff we saw before. Most of the UI looks about the same. Stuff like that. Oh, I just saw a melee animation. Oh, and now I'm looking at a guy, dragging a down teammate and pulling him into safety.
Yeah, I'm watching that one now too. They've been talking about adding that since
so
Battlefield 5, I think. It's a long time.
Yeah, so that's super. So, okay, so looks like that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think that's going to make it a really fun mechanic. But I don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I feel like I could kind of see people complaining. It's going to affect that's going to be a big change because I mean, in the past you could never move once you were down, if you were out in the open, you're whoever's reviving you is risking their life and limb to revive you. Now you've got this option to grab a guy and drag him, and so I wonder if some people are gonna feel like it's an added mechanic that's gonna obviously it's adding to the game, but is it going to change the flow of a game too much because people are taking the time to drag people places and revive? Is it going to make reviving too easy? I don't know.
From my perspective, how I think I will use this. Obviously, I've not played the game yet, so I don't know.
No, yeah.
But I imagine it will be very situational. This guy is just around the corner. I'm going to drag him back around for a safe revive. If it's out in the open, I'll just pop a smoke and run up to his bitch ass on the ground.
Yeah.
If it's kind of close to cover or whatever, okay, sure. But I don't know if I'm going to use that every single time I revive somebody. It's going to be a very situational.
Exactly, yeah. Because you're a smart individual and you try to, we kind of know how to play the game well. But right, exactly. That's you'll think about it situationally, but I can see now a whole bunch of fucking mouth breathers just dragging you. You're already behind cover, but they're dragging you anyways, to behind more cover or something. Or they're just dragging you and they don't know where the hell to drag you to, and they're just taking their sweet ass time. Yeah, you know what I mean? So that kind of thing. So
I imagine it's going to get the Reddit shitters killed a lot. And that's probably the biggest impact change.
That's a guess. Uh-huh. Yeah, that is hey, fuck you. There we go. Gosh, if I haven't used my Stream Deck in a while, I forgot where all my shit was. Yeah, and in the beginning of that video, it shows a melee attack, and then it shows the battle. I think it was the Battlefield 3 style grabbing of the dog tags as you melee kill the guy. Yeah, or assassinate him. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So that's all pretty interesting looking. The next video down shows some. Oh, this is one of the things. There's this guy's got a green outline around him, on in game, and people were speculating as to what the point of this green outline around the guy in the game was. So, we don't know yet, but it's interesting. So, and his teammates trying to melee him for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, so that's an interesting one. What? Yeah, and then there's really just a couple other things here. So this one from 428, where this like the screen starts off all dark. Or well, hold on.
Some plane gameplay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it looks like a F-16.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm looking at a different one. Oh, this one. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at this one where it was showing some arrows, like these blue and green arrows coming out of the helicopter as he's repairing it, but it's just because it's like looked like it was like some artifacts from the design or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, the one they had the map on the front. Yeah, I got an F-16 here. Nice. That looks awesome. God, the F-16 is a fucking dope looking plane, really.
Yes. Yeah, it's a cool plane.
It really is, yeah.
Oh, and it looks like the cockpit view, you can look around independent of moving the plane. I don't know if you could do that before.
Yeah, you can. You just have to.
Can you?
Yeah, you just have to bind your, yeah. You
Bind free look or whatever.
You bind
I
a free,
gotcha.
yeah, you bind a free look, and then you can look around. Yeah, there's sweat pilots, man, that like got that shit bound so tight that like they knew they can fucking look around. They can look around in the cockpit like a fucking to look where guys are, and then switch right back to pilot and get on another guy. Yeah, it's fucking nuts. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, the F-16's nice looking. That's cool. And then the last one here we'll look at from 429. It's just got that like soldier by the palm trees. This looks like it's. Oh, I don't know. This was just some. Okay. This is just some like animated like promotional stuff or something. Yeah. So okay. So there's some of the new stuff. So there's some of the stuff we've seen in some of the new videos. So yeah, nothing too crazy there, but good little glimpse at some new stuff from playtesting. Screenshot. This screen. So this screenshot of this gun. Oh, it looks like it's a little glimpse at well, not like a gunsmith, but like just a
like an
in-game loadout screen or something.
Screen.
Yeah. With just a look at the way the menu's laid out. Pretty interesting. It's got kind of a Battlefield 3 vibe to me, with the small icons up there to choose from, and then revealing the subsequent sub menu of what you select, whether it's looks like assault rifle, SMG, LMG, sniper, marksman, all that stuff. That was one of the the UI. I really hated. I don't know if I've talked about this before. I hated the UI in Battlefield 3. I couldn't stand that like they plopped that massive little menu of all the guns in front of you for when you needed to like modify stuff and select. I really hated it. It was like it's like I don't why this could be way more concise. Instead I gotta look this whole grid of things to find the gun that I was looking for to select and modify and stuff. I remember that about Battlefield 3. I fucking hated and that was what they cleaned it up and made it a way more intuitive in Battlefield 4, as far as I was concerned. And that's the other thing too. Battlefield 2042's was not particularly intuitive either.
No, not at launch.
No, it got a little better. It's kind of messy, so I hope they kept that in mind. And this looks okay. This looks a little bit more, somewhat more intuitive. So, okay, well, Mr. Smarty Pants. So if it's only on PC, why does this screenshot show PlayStation button icons on the screen there?
They're probably using a PlayStation controller.
Bud.
DS4 for Windows.
Okay, well, whatever. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Anyway.
Granted, it's still somebody leaking gameplay, so it doesn't matter what input device they are using. They are just the absolute fucking worst player you have ever seen in your entire life.
That is, of course, true. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah. So there you go. So there's some stuff. Thank you, Crash, friend of the pod, for letting us use your Discord to look at some shit. to talk about in game. All right, so let's move on to Twitter news. And from back on May 6th, so this was not that long ago, Battlefield Labs tweeted out a dev update. This was a pretty sizable little post actually to go through here. If I just look at it right here on the Twitter page, that's the whole thing, right? I don't need to like go to the.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
Right, yeah. So, let me just open link a new tab. Anyways, just Oh, that's just anyway. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. So this I can put on screen. So for those of you watching live, we can check this out. Yeah. So May 2025, the Battlefield Labs dev update in February. So it proceeds. In February, we announced Battlefield Labs as our most ambitious community collaboration in franchise history to validate the future of Battlefield. Today, we'll update you on our initial learnings and how we'll continue to scale the testing into the future. Across our 4 initial play sessions with a small group of core Battlefield players across Europe and North America, we've completed thousands of hours of gameplay, had hundreds of thousands of player spawns, and seen over 1 million environmental objects destroyed, including walls, windows, crates, and buildings. Your squad crashed the helicopter into. Okay, that was a weird run-on way to describe that, but whatever. The players in these sessions have helped us successfully validate the following areas: establishing a solid foundation for smooth, low latency, and high performance gunplay, finding the right balance in movement, speed for functionality such as crouch, sprint. Oh yeah, so is that like that's the confirmation that crouch sprint is returning in the game?
Yeah, I think so. We had kind of seen some leaks of it, I think.
Had we? Okay, I can't.
Same thing with the combat rolling that's coming up next, which I'm not super keen on, but whatever.
Okay. Is that similar to the Omni movement from Warzone?
No, it's the Battlefield 5 combat roll where if you fell from like a high position,
Oh, yeah.
instead of landing and taking damage, you could do a little roll and get violently sick and mitigate some of that damage.
That's right. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's because the camera would like spin or something, wouldn't it? And, yeah. Okay. So combat rolling and vaulting as part of our combat pacing initiatives. Using destruction to create fun and lasting tactical gameplay across rounds and experiences. So those were the bullet points. Exploring new ideas for the future and receiving direct player feedback continues to be a crucial aspect of the Battlefield Labs process. Even if some ideas never reach release, it helps us understand and refine elements that resonate most with players as we continue to build Battlefield together. So, yeah, so that, I mean, you like to hear that, but you just hope they're not. You hope when they say some ideas that never reach release basically means all the shit that they read on Reddit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
The most terrifying part of everything so far that's been read is tactical gameplay. Anytime I see that, I get scared, man.
Yeah.
Is it Battlefield 4? You gotta think, or is it Squad where you get shot in the pinky toe and you're dead?
Right, exactly. Which we don't fucking need anything like that. I mean, yeah. So, so it's been a valuable and exciting experience for our team and community so far, and we're looking forward to continuing that collaboration alongside you. Excuse me. What's next? Now that we've wrapped up initial server performance and stability concerns, we validated a solid foundation for our core Battlefield experience. We are now ready to continue scaling Battlefield Labs testing globally. Throughout May, we'll be inviting more players across Europe and North America, and we'll start to include select areas of Asia. Alongside testing new content, we'll continue to iterate on our initial focus areas such as balancing the different weapon archetypes and damage values, as well as movement and combat pacing mechanics. Destruction also remains an ongoing topic across our play sessions. We'll continue to test destructible objects across a variety of maps and fine-tune damage levels of surfaces. Which is good, which is one of the things we talked about, because of one of the videos we watched, like a guy fired an RPG into the side of a building, and like the entirety of the side of the building fell down. That didn't that made like no sense. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully also what they're looking into, it's like a little bit, making that kind of destruction a little bit more granular. Not an RPG, just like wiping off the entire facade of a building. This remains on the topic. Variety of maps, fine-tuned damage levels. Following community updates on gunplay and destruction, we'll be back in the future to talk more about classes and the all-out warfare experience. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the all-out warfare that was coined with the release of 2042, right? That was not something that was not a phrase that they had ever used before Battlefield 2042, if I recall correctly, right? All-out warfare?
So they didn't use it for like game mode type shit. I'm sure they used something to that kind of effect in marketing.
Did they? Oh, did they really? Okay.
I don't remember offhand, but that.
Yeah, I don't recall offhand either. And the only reason, and you're probably right, the only reason I mention it is because with Battlefield 2042, when they tried to do the extraction mode game, which the name of which escapes me now.
Hazard Zone.
Hazard Zone, thank you. So there was Hazard Zone, there was Portal, and then the all-out warfare. They essentially, because they had these other two experiences that had never previously been in other Battlefield games, they had to coin the term all-out warfare to describe, you select all-out warfare in the Battlefield menu to go to your classic Battlefield experience, which I guess just makes me think they're probably going to call it again. We know this game's going to have a BR, I think. At this rate, if you think about it, we've talked about in the past, we've gotten all this data mining that suggests, that has said, yes, there's going to be a BR, but there has not been any talk of it from Electronic Arts or DICE, though. There has not been any recognition of the fact of the possibility of a BR for this game from Electronic Arts or DICE. It's all strictly been from the data miners and leakers. So, So anyway, my point being, so there's going to be all warfare. There's going to be battle royale. Who knows what they're going to call that? I would guess they're probably going to call it something other than battle royale. They'll probably come up with their own name for it. So anyway, so that could be right there. That could be your indication right there, because they're using it in that sentence. Anyway, get involved. If you're excited to help us validate the future of Battlefield, then you can still sign up now. Read our FAQ if you'd like to learn more, and be sure to join the discussion on our Battlefield Discord. Battlefield Labs shows blah, 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 blah. When our community comes together, let's build a Battlefield together. Doesn't say that on there, but that's what they mean. That's what Byron Bede told us. Yeah, so okay, so there you go. That's an interesting little blurb update from Battlefield Labs. I thought I filled out all this, so I'm still gonna try to sign up for Battlefield Labs and see if I can't get in on this playtesting. We'll see though. All right, so next thing here. A nice little post from Battlefield Bulletin, our friends over at Battlefield Bulletin, back on their shit. They went silent for quite a while too, kind of the same way Temporal did, and but they're back on their shit and bringing us some good little news and leaks and updates on things. And this one has to do with EA Motive's creative director Roman Campos Oriola and senior producer Felipe Ducarme say the next Battlefield campaign. So this is about the next Battlefield campaign. This is pretty interesting. The next Battlefield campaign is inspired by Alex Garland's 2024 film Civil War and the American spy thriller television series Lioness. I did not see Civil War. I have not watched Lioness. Lioness, I know it was received both things were received quite well. Civil War got great reviews. Lioness apparently is a pretty good show. I don't know. Did you happen to watch Lioness by any chance?
I've never heard of either of these until this came out.
Of
right?
course, yeah.
Of fucking course, I haven't watched any. Of
I
them.
know. I don't even know why I asked. Yeah, Lioness is about Zoe Saldana plays I don't even know.
Sure.
Yeah, she plays an agent I don't know if she's CIA or whatever, but anyway, it's supposed to be a good show. The elements, and this is a quotation from, I'm not even sure where Battlefield Bulletin pulled this from. Doesn't say what, like, I don't well, maybe, does it say where
he's got a link at the bottom.
There's Inverse.
Inverse.com.
Oh, yeah, okay. Inverse.com, yep. And yeah, this is actually a pretty good web. We've talked about this website before, I'm pretty sure, actually. Yeah, I think we have talked about this website before. So anyway, yeah, and there's Inverse right there. So, yeah, we're pulling the inspiration from now developer EA Motive is looking for Hollywood inspiration. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch more. There's a whole bunch more quotes from him in here. We could probably go through that, but I think we can just get the gist of it here. The elements we are really interested in is the concept of talented but ordinary people put in extraordinary situations. Campos Oriola said. That creates a very interesting dynamic in terms of relationships with other people. These are elements we're looking to capture in the single player. EA Motive also hopes to apply its skills with robust single player experiences like Star Wars Squadrons and the 2023 Dead Space remake as preparation for transitioning to Battlefield. I had always wanted to play Star Wars Squadrons, but I never did. Clearly,
I got it for free. I've never played it.
You never even played it? No, yeah.
I've been meaning to. I've just never gotten around to it.
I mean, it was made. It came out like 2015-ish?
No,
Later
it
than-
was during COVID, I think.
Oh, was it really? Okay, why did I think it was? Oh, yeah, that sounds right. Why did I think it was? Oh, I might be thinking of another Star Wars game. No, I think that is. Anyway, because the point is it looked like it was somewhat of a spiritual successor, if you will, to like the X-Wing games. LucasArts X-Wing games that I played, when I developed my ridiculous habit of having to have inverted aim. Yeah. So,
October of 2020.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but I never did play it. Dead Space allowed us to know the quirks and strengths that we all have and how we complement each other as a team. Ducarme said, we talked a lot about the curve of tension, how to go from beat to beat, having the highs and lows to keep players hooked and even play with their expectations a little bit. Obviously, very different a game like Battlefield, but we still brought that mentality over. Okay, so yeah, so that's pretty interesting, and so that's super interesting. So the thoughts here is that the single player campaign is going to involve some sort of warring factions within the United States, and we may have gotten a little glimpse into those actually with the next little item that we got here. That was tweeted by BattleHub and BattleHub YouTube, BattleHub YT, I guess. And their handle is actually just Battlefield Leak. So at Battlefield League. And it's some screenshots of the descriptions of classes from the recent playtests. And there's 4 different classes. There's Assault, Engineer, Support, and Scout. And as we can see here, if you're watching with us live on YouTube, YouTube, search for the Objective Battlefield podcast, or youtube.com/PTFO, I think, or at PTFO. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway. Yeah, so it says Battlefield Labs characters, Assault, visual. Looks like it's got visual customization. And the interesting thing here is, so it looks like it lists 2 factions for 2 different characters, because there is actually 2 different looking characters. And one is called Alboran Patrol, ALBORAN Patrol. And then under that, the next guy is just listed as United Kingdom. So that's interesting. So, but my thought on this when I looked at this is I thought Alboran. I was like, okay. So it sounds like maybe we're getting like a made up country. You know what I mean? Alboran don't sound like no country I ever heard of. Do they speak?
I bet it's a PMC of some sort.
A private military contractor.
Like or some shit. Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah, that could be. Which is what another thing that we had heard as one of the factions just being some kind of private, military contractor. So yeah, you could be right. But see now we had talked about this in the past that like it seemed like Electronic Arts and DICE kind of wanted to get away from the same old, USA Russia trope and stuff like that, which Activision somewhat did with Call of Duty, to a certain degree anyways. They made up a country, but of course the antagonists from said country basically just sound Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Well, and the country they made up is that fucking Toyota anyways, isn't it? That fucking Avalon place. It's just it's a Toyota. And my fucking aunt's cars run in the fucking other side of the world, right? 230K.
Yeah,
the old Avalon.
Exactly. Well, yeah, no, yes and no. You kind of you sort of cherry picked some of the
It's all I've played.
Yeah, it's some of the some of the latest news. Well, actually Avalon is actually supposedly going to be another big BR map. But no, when they rebooted and they did MW 2019. Yeah. They made up the country. I can't fucking recall what it's called, because Verdansk is the city inside this country that I cannot fucking recall the name of now off the top of my head. Like not Kestovia. Kestovia's fucking Avengers Endgame. Gosh damn it! Now I gotta fucking Google it. Made up country in Modern Warfare. See if it'll come up. It is called. Oh, it is Kestovia. So I was right. And Urzikstan. That's right. So yeah, Urzikstan I think is Urzistan's from what the hell is the name of the fucking country? What country is in Modern Warfare? Oh, it is Urzikstan, I guess. Okay. So it is just Urzikstan. I could have sworn it was why did I feel like it was another country name? In any case, the point is Activision did this for Call of Duty, just made up a country, but of course, like I said, the people from the country either sound Arabic or sound Russian, so there's that trope stuck. Anyway, but in any case, so either it's private military or it is a made up country, or something. But see, now that's the thing that it's interesting though, because now we talk about Civil War, but then there's this Alboran Patrol, and then the other guy is a United Kingdom guy, so that doesn't sound much like it would be an American Civil War kind of thing either. So I don't know, but again, this could just be two sections, two factions that are just from the playtest or whatever. So, but this is interesting. So, if we look at this picture, and you see where it says field specialization, yeah. And so, do we think this is like something along the and then it's got, yeah, it's got a thing called frontline. It's got a thing called commando, and then next to it, there's 4 levels, and it looks like it says grenadier, flak, gadget reload, heavy flak. Do we think maybe this is like kind of the return of like the Battlefield 4 things as you gain XP or as you gain kills, we're gonna like kind of bump up these specializations for this particular thing?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, and it looks like they're kind of combining it with how it worked in Battlefield 5. 5 it didn't necessarily level up, but it was more focused for something. Like on the engineer, you've got an anti-vehicle and a mechanic, which was kind of the same way that 5 was set up. I think 4 was the same way, but everyone only ever played one class anyways. They didn't really switch between them.
Right, yeah.
That's what it kind of looks like, but who the fuck knows too?
Exactly.
This could all be temporary shit, and everyone goes, "Oh yeah, this is dog shit," and then they get rid of it. We'll fucking find out.
Yeah, exactly. So, which we'll get into a little bit about that in terms of the game releasing when the game's gonna release. And then next to each one of these things is a description of what happens, but it doesn't explain exactly like how you gain these particular abilities if you pick anti-vehicle or mechanic and you just get all of them at once, and that's what this is the suite of abilities you get with mechanic. This is the suite of abilities you get with anti-vehicle. We don't know. So a lot of interesting stuff there, and of course class gadgets, so there'll be which was something that was a Battlefield 3 and 4 thing, access to different, looks like engineer has access to a different suite of grenades than assault does. Like assault has access to a whole bunch of like secondary stuff. Engineer just has access to like a little anti-tank grenades and all that good stuff. Support the smoke grenades, frag grenades, all that good stuff. So the other interesting thing to note here about these screenshots is that the first soldier listed, this is very strange too, because like the first soldier listed, that's the Alborn Patrol, has like a full ass name. Like this person is Beatrice Reyes, another person is Pierre Loemba, Nicole Dumont, but then under them the United Kingdom person is listed as strictly a nickname, and then under there, and instead of having a description, it just says placeholder. So a lot of this stuff is incomplete. So I suppose that's probably why. So, but interesting choices for the icons there too. Very different from anything we've ever seen in Battlefield before. Like in fact, they don't look anything like we've ever seen in Battlefield. So like this for the for those of you who can't see what we're talking about, like the just like an icon next to the soldier's name, whether it's red or green or blue, and then they've got these interesting little symbols I've never really seen before. So so that's pretty interesting. So that's all it's pretty interesting stuff. The funny thing is about all this stuff, for all these leaks, it's all kind of disparate though too. Like still, for as much as we've seen, is from much of for what we, even with what Battlefield Labs has updated us with, I still can't feel like I've looked at all this stuff and have any idea, other than maybe like we're gonna have maps on U.S. soil, and the single player campaign may involve some kind of new American Civil War. Other than that, like I can't put any of this stuff together and really feel like we still have any idea like what this game's really going to be like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So which is understandable. It's it's early anyway. So, but so there's that. And then speaking of when the game releases and things that make it into the game, some other interesting news in the realm of video games. You know what? I think I was like that. I learned when this news came out about GTA. I always thought Rockstar was like they were a development studio / publisher. Like they owned everything and published and developed their own games. But they're owned or Take-Two publishes their games. Okay, and has that always been the case? Like all the way back to like GTA 3 and all that stuff.
I don't know about the real old games. I'm pretty sure it was like that since at least GTA 4 and onwards. I mean, GTA 5's been around a fucking decade, right?
Yeah.
Definitely that whole time.
Yeah. So, anyway, so yeah, so Rockstar announced that they are pushing back the release of much anticipated GTA 6, the much anticipated GTA 6 game, to May 2026, which of course just sent ripples through the video game world, you know, and the internet, and it set off all kinds of speculation about when other games are going to release, including Battlefield, you know, the next Battlefield game. So, but then we also got some other little bit of news. Oh, but we didn't. I saw it on Twitter. Something about was another investor call maybe or something, or maybe I saw it in Crash's Discord or something. Anyway, but something along the lines of the next Battlefield game is definitely releasing before May 2026.
Yes, I remember a while ago they said it was going to come out fiscal year 25, which ends in April for EA. So there's a possibility it could be early next year. I'm still in the boat of holiday 2025.
Yeah,
EA's board members don't give a fuck if the game is ready.
No, they don't.
The devs probably do because they know what will happen, but
right.
Bobby Kotick's best friend that sits on the board of EA doesn't give a shit.
No.
He just wants to see an ROI.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and Byron Bead knows this. Byron Bead is, you know, he's essentially the head producer of the game now. And I mean, as much as he wants to talk about let's build Battlefield together, he's kind of got one foot in the upstairs with the CEOs and the bigwigs, and he's got another, but he tries to have another foot with the developers and the team and stuff. So, but I mean, ultimately, yeah, who the investors and the CEOs are looking for their return rate of what is it, ROI, return on investment. Investment, thank you. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so anyway, so with the news of GTA 6 being released in May 2026, being pushed back to May 2026, you know, it set off a whole lot of speculation about when this game's going to release. Yeah, you know, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if it's this year too. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's only, you know, we're in the middle of May. You go to June, July, August, September, October, no, you know, that's 5 months. That's a whole 5 months. But man, I don't know. It we'll see. If they really are that far along, holy shit, if they're really that far along, which they could be, they've been working on the game for a while, that would be pretty impressive. We'll see. I feel like I feel like though that like if even if it isn't ready, maybe they're, you know, even fucking Kotick and all the fucking and the investors are just gonna be like, all right, fine. Because what they'll do is GTA is a hard May, so one of two things will happen. One of three things. It'll be released this year, or it'll be released in March of 2026, or there's gonna be like, we're not fucking this up. This is this IP's last chance if we don't get this right. So fuck it. We're pushing it to fucking, you know, September of 2026. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. So there's that. Speaking of GTA 6, were you a big GTA 5 enjoyer?
Yeah, I never really got into the online. I've played through the campaign a couple of times. the
Okay, yeah.
story.
So you did that, yeah. I haven't played a GTA game like in in earnest with any kind of actual interest in like really getting into the game since like 4 at least 4. And before that, the one I really liked most was Vice City. I loved Vice City. And was what system did GTA 4 come out for? Was it PlayStation 2?
No, GTA 4 was 360 and PS3,
It was. Okay. So
along with GTA 5.
That's right. GTA 5 released like
It's been on 3 different fucking console generations.
oh my god, that's hilarious, dude. That's so funny.
It just fucking prints money. I can't even blame them for it.
Oh, I know. GTA 4, yeah, 2008. Yep, that's right. 2008. Yep, and it was 3 Xbox 360. So I had it for my Xbox 360. What was GTA 3?
PS2.
That was PS2. Grand Theft Auto 3. Okay, yeah, and I played a lot of Grand Theft Auto 3 as well. Yeah, I definitely played a lot of Grand Theft Auto 3. That was the first one that entered the 3D world and was not the crazy old top-down one. Yeah. Yeah. Which I think I've talked about before on the podcast. Me and my boys, like back in the day, when we found this GTA game and we're like, this game was crazy, man. You just grab the cars, you just running everyone over. You're just running drugs for people and shooting people. It was really, and we could play it like multiplayer. It was pretty fun. But yeah, that's right. Grand Theft Auto 3, and I played a lot. I played that, and then Vice City and San Andreas were both this era as well. After Grand Theft Auto 3, right? Pretty sure.
Yes.
Yeah. San Andreas. Yeah, because I remember I liked Vice City a lot, and then there was 4. Yeah, and then 5. Yeah. So okay, yeah. So shit. I mean, so I played a lot of 3. I really liked Vice City, and I did play a good amount of 4. That was the last time I fucking cared about playing any GTA. I'll tell you what, when GTA 6 comes out, I'm buying this game, dude. It looks like it's gonna be so fucking incredible. I mean, the trailers just look insane.
First time I take time off of work to play a game on launch.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I might. I could consider doing it too, because I mean, it's just to get a good like a really good good 6, 7, 8 hours right off the rip. Yeah, into the game and get it going and get the story moving and see what's going on, because it looks like it's gonna be so much fun, man. I mean, the trailers just look incredible. It's pretty wild. Will GTA, so the GTA, did GTA 5 also release as being to be available on PC when it launched, or strictly
it was
consoles?
console initially. I think PC came a year or 2 later. That's kind of been Rockstar's shtick.
So that's going to be
maybe that's why it got delayed too. Who knows? I kind of doubt it though.
Yeah, so that'll likely be the same thing with this game, right? Is it there's not going to be a version available for PC until down the road?
I wouldn't think so.
You wouldn't think so? Like there'll be a PC version available on launch?
No. I don't think there will be a PC
gotcha.
version
Okay.
on launch.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's interesting. Boy. Okay. So then, a year from now, I'm gonna have to buy myself a PS5 Pro or something. I probably won't even. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll debate which console I'm gonna buy to play GTA 6 on. So great. So GTA 6 is gonna cost me $700 to play.
Probably.
Yeah. So cool. Anyway, well, no, not quite $700. Actually, by then, I assume by then actually Xbox might make like a Series Pro or something.
I think they've said they're not doing any refreshes.
They're not doing an upgrade on this one. No,
I think that's why they did the S and the X at launch. I think that was their kind of facelift.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Anyway, so yeah, but I'm definitely gonna fucking play GTA 6 when that shit comes out. It looks like it's gonna be fucking fun as hell. So, anyway, all right, that is it, boys and girls. A little bit of a shorty short, but that's all right. That's been the MO lately. So yeah. Thanks for listening. We love you guys. If you're new to the podcast, again, check us out on YouTube, The Objective of Battlefield Podcast, twitch.tv/dubfire33. Check out the Patreon. Check it out. Help us out if you would like. That would be awesome. It's a great way to support the podcast. So, yeah, I thought about maybe talking about F1, but, I don't know. Fucking, all right. I guess we might as well talk about it for a second. Fucking, what the, I mean, Ferrari ain't going to do shit this year, are they?
No.
Oh my
No.
God.
If I was Ferrari, I wouldn't even bother updating anything else on this car if it's not already in the works. Just focus on next year.
No kidding. Yeah.
Huge regulation changes are coming.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, no, you're right. God, I know what a bummer for Hamilton's first year here, but whatever. I mean, you know, Michael Schumacher went through it with him too when he first joined the team. He really went through it. I mean, it took a few years for them to fucking get that car right.
Yeah.
Before he started really winning races for them too. So we'll see. Anyway, so yeah, it's been so if you're a Ferrari fan, it's not been a good year at all. Great for McLaren, right? They've basically Piastri and his teammate have won all the races basically.
Yeah. They've won all but one sprint race.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Ferrari won one of the sprint races, didn't they? Leclerc did.
China.
Yeah.
No, Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton won it. Oh, okay. So all right. Well, there's that at least. Anyway. So okay, cool. All right. Have fun on vacation, man. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, take some cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, post some pictures in the Discord too, man. I want to see some cool pictures of Denmark and the Nordics, the Nordic states there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That
all right.
might be after I get back. I'm not doing Wi-Fi on the boat. I'm trying to disconnect from everything.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh yeah, no problem, dude. Of course, yeah, man, absolutely. So, all right, yeah, that's it, boys and girls. Everyone, stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time.
Deuces.
All right. Cool. All right, thanks, dude.
Yes, sir.
That works out.
Yep.
That works out good. Yeah, damn, you're gonna be gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so
Nice,
we
dude.
leave tomorrow, and our flight gets back super late on the 27th, basically the 28th.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's gonna be fun. Shit, man. So, but like, so obviously there'll be excursions. Are any of the excursions for like an overnight stay anywhere, or like just for the day?
So we'll be in Rotterdam for like 12 hours. I think that's the longest
Oh, really?
single day.
Okay.
I'll be in Iceland overnight between the cruise and getting the flight home.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of cool. So yeah, you can spend a night in Iceland. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah,
neat,
that should
dude.
be cool.
Yeah, for sure. Cool, man. I'm jealous, dude. That's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna go. The only plans we really have is when we're in Rotterdam, we're gonna go to Amsterdam. It's like an hour away. So
Oh,
it's not
okay.
even very far.
Right. Yeah. So that's cool, dude. Nice. Very nice. All right. All right. I'm gonna bounce. I gotta get to bed. I'm fucking tired.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. All right.
All right.
Talk to you later, dude.
Yes, sir. We'll see you.
See ya. All right. Any chat in the YouTube chat? Nope. Views, average view, a little bit of views in the Twitch. Yep. All right. No big deal. All right. Boys and girls, I gotta bounce. I gotta go to bed.